Okay, beautiful. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello and welcome. I'm so excited for this call. My name is Ashley Castro, and I am really delighted to just um, be in this space. How cool is it that in a time where we are being isolated from people, where we're all kind of separated, that we still have the power of technology to come together and be able to even see some people face to face. Just gonna look around, and maybe you can just look around and make eye contact with some people here and just acknowledge, hey, we're all here, right? And in that same vein, I want to invite everybody to in the chat section. If you're new to Zoom, it's really cool. There's a chat feature here, so you can click the chat in the bottom, and if everybody will go ahead and drop in the chat where you're tuning in from and who invited you here, how you found out about this, whether that was through me or someone else. Just drop your location in the chat where you're at. It's cool to get like a geographical view of where we're all tuning in from, and maybe you have a neighbor on this call that you don't even know. Yay. Okay, beautiful. So you guys can check out the chat there, and ooh, Puerto Rico in the house. What's up, Daniela? I love it. So we have a really juicy call today. There's so much amazing stuff going on in this community. For those of you who are brand new to what is going on here, we are aligned with this amazing company called Purium. Purium is an organic superfoods and CBD company. They are committed to promoting the body as a miracle and promoting our body's ability to stand in balance, to stand in sovereignty, and to essentially to self-heal. As many of you may or may not know, our bodies are regenerating machines. At the internal base of a healthy body, desires to be in balance, desires to stay healthy. But we kind of live in this time where we're sort of plagued with over toxicity. No matter if you eat the healthiest, cleanest, greenest organic diet. I know that was me, championing for like gardening, the backyard gardening, the organic diet. And still, many years ago, after having my second baby, finding myself pretty depleted, pretty burnt out. And over the years, I have learned that this goes back to the state and the health of our soil. If our soil is depleted of nutrients and of mineral content, which it greatly is, our food source is greatly depleted of minerals and nutrient content, which means our bodies are greatly depleted of minerals and nutrient content. And so what's really amazing is that Dave and Amy, the owners of this company, they saw this long ago. Anybody else here ever feel like you're on the cutting edge of something, or like, I kind of see that this is going in a direction, whoop, like, maybe you have a dream or a vision of like, wow, this is the course we need to go in, right? Anybody here, like, you kind of see those types of things? So this was Dave and Amy. They saw this 25 plus years ago, that our world was going in this direction of more and more processed foods, more and more chemicals in our food supply, more and more chemicals in our agriculture supply. And they created Purium on the foundation of bringing the purest and the most premium green superfoods, whole foods, herbs, nutrition in this very power-packed way of these beautiful superfoods we have. So we're going to talk a little bit more about what that looks like. But I want to just pause here for a moment to say that is one aspect of what they have. Like that, I would say that we have three pillars of this business, three pillars of this company. And one of those is the product. So who is here because they're really interested in getting some information about the product? They're excited about the community wellness transformation. They want to learn more about the product, right? Okay, so, and then we also have people that are here. Who's here because, and you can maybe drop a 1 in the comment if you're here because you're really looking for some powerful products to bring into your body. You want to feel healthier. You want your immune system to be boosted. I know that's me. I'll be the first one. I'm a 1 for that, right? And what about, okay, so that's one pillar we're going to talk about today on the call, and I kind of already touched on it a little bit. And then what about community? Who here is really craving like-minded community, wants more community, wants to feel surrounded by people who have similar vision, who have a similar interest in whatever it is that we all have an interest, right? Like, who's looking for community, heart-centered, visionary community to be a part of? That's also me. I'm like, we need community now more than ever, right? Now more than ever, I'm so grateful that I have a neighbor that I'm like, hey, I'll give you some plants and you give me some bread and we do this. And right, like community ties are essential. We are bred and born for community. Yeah, especially right now. And then another pillar that we have to offer is the wealth part. And this part for me was actually what drew me into this community, into this company, into experiencing these products, was recognizing financial depletion in my own life. um, I'm sure many of you are aware that we live in a world where the current economic paradigm kind of serves the 1%, and then the 99% are all left like in essentially feeling like we're in a state of crisis almost. The average family is about $500 away, they say, from like a total crisis, not being able to pay their bills, not being able to pay rent, not being able to buy groceries. Okay. This is average. And right now, that is intensified so much. The amount of people who are filing for unemployment, the amount of people that don't have financial options right now. So, who is here because you recognize that in your life, in some way, shape, or form, there's an aspect of your financial life that if you could shift some things around or bring in some more flow or have a different experience, that would just be amazing. Drop a 3 in the comments if you're like, yeah, I would definitely some more money. Who doesn't want more money, honey? Okay, right? We all need that to live. As of right now, that is, the currency that we have, that's what's happening. So we all need that to live. Lisa Holes, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, I'm right there with you. Beautiful. So we're going to drop in to a little bit of that today, but I'm going to just take a look here. I'm just like seeing who we have on this call. Okay, beautiful. There's 31 of us here. I just want to say thanks so much, everybody who's here and, just showing up to drop in with us. So I have a quick question before I dive into the products, because there's so much information that we have to share about these 3 pillars I just mentioned. We've got tons of great videos. We've got Purium has amazing websites. We also have our Superfood social team website. Myself, Christina, Sarah Rhinelander, some other leaders in this company. We have our Superfood social. That's our team hub. So a lot of you may have already received exposure to what the products are all about. A lot of you maybe already received your products. And then maybe some of you, this is all brand new. So I just kind of want to get a gauge for the room here. Who here is brand new to this whole experience? Drop a 5 in the comments if you can get to your chat, and let me know if this is like brand new to you. This whole experience, maybe you have not even experienced the products yet. You're still waiting for them to come. Maybe you haven't even ordered yet and you're just coming to check this out. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple people that are brand new to this. Sweet, lovely. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to go over what we have coming up with our community wellness transformation. It's an event happening right now that everybody here is invited to join in on. So we're going to cover what that looks like. And then we're going to keep this to about, I'm going to just share probably for maybe 10 minutes, try to keep it to about 10 minutes of going over what that looks like. And then make sure that we have time to pause and open it up for a little, like if anybody has questions. We want everybody to leave just having all the information that they need. All right, so dun, dun, dun. Okay, here we go. Everybody got to just take a deep breath and hydrate, because sometimes when we go on these calls, like, woo, a lot of information, and a lot of people are spending, I know I've been spending more time than normal on a screen. So just ground in here for a second. All right. So I am going to just share a little bit of my personal story and then talk about what we have going on with the community wellness transformation. I know a lot of you already know my story. And for those of you who don't know, again, I'm not even sure if I introduced myself. My name is Ashley Castro, for those of you who are just joining. And 4 years ago, I was pregnant with my second baby and was feeling, pretty depleted in my body, lacking in energy, feeling like I was eating all of the right things, but I wasn't feeling the way that I thought I should be feeling based on, how healthy I was. And if I'm really truly honest with myself, although I was very health conscious, I also was in a pretty big loop with my caffeine addiction and my like sugar addiction, but it was like organic dark chocolate. But you know what I mean? Like I was just finding myself not feeling my most vibrant. The cravings are real, yes. And I was also working from home. I had grown an online business. I was running an Etsy shop and really looking to be able to support myself so that I could be home with my, then two babies, now three babies. And I live in Southern California and it's pretty expensive to live here. So my husband and I also had this dream and vision that what an amazing idea. He and I would both be able to be home if we wanted and raise our kids. So we felt pretty passionate about that and about wanting to find ways that we could be together as a family. And we knew that this wouldn't happen through any type of normal 9 to 5 job, that we would need to become entrepreneurs. We would need to grab the steering wheel of our finances and really figure out a way to build something on our own. We looked into many, many options. We talked about real estate. We talked about drop shipping. We talked about growing our online platform and creating our own courses, writing our own ebooks, making our own everything, all of our own content, doing courses about home birth and conscious, parenting and organic gardening. And I was like illustrating my own little juice cleanse book. And, we were just like, okay, how can we be of service, live our passions, live our dreams, but also be able to pay our bills? And then we started getting into this idea of like a little bit of a bigger vision. Have you guys ever had this thought of this bigger vision of like, oh, what if? Like, what if money was no issue and my family and I just got to live our dreams? What would we do? And I would love to know if you want to share, like, what would you do? Maybe drop in the comments, like, what would you do if all of a sudden money disappeared and they're like, hey, you have, or it didn't disappear, but you had all the money you needed. They're like, hey, Jessica, Michelle, Kara, Sarah, Nikki, Sierra, all of you, everyone, you're going to get $10,000 a month for the rest of your life. Don't even worry about it. Every month you'll get $10,000. Just go and enjoy your life. I think about the things I would do for my girls. I think about what I would do for my family. And then I think immediately about the people that I would help. Like, I want to help so many people. I want to make a huge impact on this world. Who here agrees that there's so much unnecessary suffering on this planet? So much unnecessary suffering. And I really believe that the people right now who have the biggest ability to shift some of that suffering and to end some of that suffering are the people who are empowered with the financial ability to do so. I'm getting emotional because I feel really strongly about this. So I got really clear 5 years ago. I got really, really clear that I didn't want to just, make a couple extra bucks for my family, but I wanted to become like a conscious millionaire. I wanted to become a millionaire that would lose my millionaire status again and again and again because it's just coming in and I'm just like pouring it out into the world. Like, imagine if people who were conscious, heart-centered, cared about the earth, cared about health, cared about, clean water, cared about people having access to real food. I mean, imagine if we all had the resources to actually do things about this. And so this is what Dave and Amy are all about. They're about providing, the owners of the company, they're about providing people with the superfoods and the herbs and the nutrition that we need to feel grounded and supported. And for those people that are also wanting to tap into free enterprise and do really good things with their money, they've created a system and a way for people to do that as well, which is really beautiful. And Dave and Amy are just a living example of this. You know, Dave, after building his company, was able to go and put together like a collective of farmers and help get, you know, these rice farms from being, you know, he was able to outbid Monsanto with this collective that he put together there, which is so beautiful. And it's like, those are the types of things I want to do. Who wants to shut Monsanto down, right? Like, woo, let's do that. So, all right, I could go off on that for a while. So I want to just bring it back in here and just share about where this all starts. This all starts with these amazing superfoods that we have. So on a daily basis, as a human, your body, what you need to thrive, to feel good, what you need for your cells on a cellular level to be able to regenerate at their optimal ability, because, right, our cells actually are recreating themselves all the time. And they're recreating themselves off of what we're putting in our body, the fuel that we're putting in our body. So what our body needs to optimally regenerate is protein, fruits, you need antioxidants, you need vegetables, and slow burning carbohydrates. This is the optimal thing that we need right here. We need these things on a nutritional level. Now, we also are plagued with so much toxicity. Who knows what glyphosate is, this known carcinogen that's like in everything. It causes cancer. It's the main ingredient in Roundup. It's pretty big. You can go and research that. But something that we also need in these times we're living in is something to help our gut stay healthy. So we need the fruits, we need the protein, we need the vegetables, we need the slow burning carbs, and we need gut health, right? Who's familiar with gut health and that all health begins in the gut? Yep. Our gut is so, so, so important. And many of the toxins that are out there just naturally, like in the environment, in the atmosphere, in some of the food system that we just, you know, cannot avoid. It's things that literally destroy our gut, destroy our microbiome. And so you can actually be putting all the good things that you want in your body, but if you have compromised gut health, your body's actually lacking the ability to absorb these nutrients. So these are the things that we want to address, right? Who's like, yeah, let me address, like, let me get gut health, fruit, protein, vegetables, slow burning carbs. Like, yep, let's get all that. So Dave and Amy essentially have this beautiful offering that we lovingly refer to as Core 4 Nutrition. Core 4 Nutrition is essentially these 4 elements put together in a super easy, super accessible daily rhythm for you to enjoy. It's like a little self-care package, and this is what that looks like. You wake up in the morning and you're going to get your protein in your body right away. You're going to actually get your protein in a way that bypasses your digestive system, is not stressful on the gut or the body at all. And it immediately, within like 23 minutes, goes into your bloodstream. It hits your muscles and starts charging your body with all these essential amino acids. This is our Super Amino 23s. Super Amino 23s. Drop some love in the comments for these babies. I could speak at length about all these products. They do so much. They're also like a precursor to serotonin. So if in terms of your happiness and your mood, I mean, we could talk at length about these. They're in the physician's reference desk. They're like a powerful, powerful offering. So Super Amino 23s, you're going to just start your day with those, a glass of water, get your body going. At some point during the day, mid-morning, midday, late afternoon, when you're having that crash, you're going to have our amazing green drink called Power Shake. Power Shake is where you're going to get this massive load of veggies and a massive, beautiful load of slow burning carbohydrates. A lot of people, when they look at the Power Shake, go, even though it's gluten-free, they'll say, like, I'm sensitive to grains, I can't have the grains. I could also speak at length about this. There is info out there. You can go again to our team webpage and read in depth about Core 4 Nutrition here. But the Power Shake, Actually, the quinoa and the amaranth, these are not grains. These are actually seeds. And amaranth is like one of the most powerful ancient seeds out there. And it has all of these essential fatty acids. So we also need fat. That's another thing that I forgot. We need fat. We need healthy fats. So you have in the Power Shake your healthy fats, your veggies. You also have these really purifying, detoxifying, regenerating greens, like the wheatgrass that's in there. The wheatgrass is so amazing for your body on a cellular level. The Power Shake is honestly, it's my multivitamin. It's my like daily little pick me up. My girls drink it. It is so powerful. It also will support your body to go alkaline. So if you're familiar with any type of disease or illness, thrives in an acidic environment. They love that acid, that acidic environment. So when we start to bring this core four nutrition into our lives, another thing that it does is it helps to keep our body in a state of alkalinity, which is really powerful. All of the core four nutrition is 100% safe for breastfeeding and for pregnancy. Not only is it safe, it is amazing for mamas, absolutely amazing for mamas. So you'll take the amino acids, you'll drink your green drink at some point. And when I drink my green drink is usually when I take my best buddy, Biome Medic. Biome Medic is one of the most powerful products that we have. They all are powerful, but this one is exceptional. This one is the only product that I know of on the market that has been shown in the preclinical trials to actually remove glyphosate from the body. There has not been a single person, I think, that has tested for glyphosate that has ever tested negative that lives on this planet right now. It is in placentas, it is in umbilical cords, it is in semen, it is in breast milk, it is in almost everyone's blood samples. The reality is that glyphosate is a pesticide that on a molecular level never goes away. It never leaves. It can never be broken down and gotten rid of. So we need to stop using it, one, but also we need to get it out of our bodies. Okay. So I give this to my kids as well. You can take a capsule of Biomedic, I open it up and I put it in their yogurt or I'll put it in a smoothie. So Biomedic is the thing that's going to support your gut. What it's going to do is it's going to help get rid of the glyphosate, but then it's also going to repair some of the damage that glyphosate has done. So I could talk at length again about Biomedic. I won't go into all the details, but that's what this one's going to do for you. It's going to restore your gut health, which is just so important. So that is the first part of, the core four nutrition. The last part of the core four nutrition, and the way I like to think of this, well, I'll share the last part here and then I'll say this. The last part is getting in a really potent serving of fruit and getting in a really high level of antioxidants in the body so that we can oxygenate our cells. We also really need to stay well oxygenated so that our cells can regenerate and be healthy. So when you go to bed at night, about an hour before bed, you're going to take our apothecary, this super special type of organic cherry that we make into this concentrate. This cherry, this is the way that I like to look at it. When you go to sleep at night, your body is a detoxing machine. I think your liver does something like over 600 functions to like repair, do this. That is why we need to sleep. The reason why we have to sleep is because our body literally has to shut down and get all the strength and energy and do all the things it needs to do to like, whoop, okay, go at it again. And so when we drink the tart cherry, I like to look at it as if we're like oiling a machine. If you want your body to just do that whole process at night in a really smooth, like extra efficient way, the tart cherry is filled with melatonin, naturally occurring melatonin. So it will help you get into a deeper REM sleep cycle. When we're in a deeper sleep cycle, our body does a better job repairing. The cherry is something that I also really could go at length about in terms of like what cherries are do for us on terms of like cells that are prone to cancer. And I mean, so much. The tart cherry is just like a power pack thing. It's also very anti-inflammatory. This whole entire core nutrition is anti-inflammatory. So people who are dealing with any type of so much autoimmune disorder, so many autoimmune things cause inflammation. Stress causes inflammation. So much of what we're dealing with actually is coming from inflammation in the body. So you might not even be aware that you have inflammation until you get yourself on this and you're like, wow, my joints aren't aching anymore. Like so it's really powerful. Okay, so that is Core 4 nutrition. A little self-care box. Here you go. Boop. Doesn't that sound amazing? I have been on this Core 4 nutrition. This has kind of been my staple, for these past 4 years with Purium. Really, really powerful stuff. So I love, what Christina is saying here, that she really didn't think she would benefit from this because she already is like doing all the healthy things. But it's really amazing once I was the same way. And like, I got this into my body and was like, wow, there was such a deeper level of vibrancy that I had yet to reach. Really, really powerful. And I hear that from so many people. I just got a text from someone that was like, is there something else in this other than what's on the label? Because I feel like, nope, that's just the superfoods, and the purity and the quality of the ingredients also has a lot to do with that. So that's a core 4 nutrition, everybody. What we are offering right now and what's going on is the community wellness transformation. And so what we're doing in this transformation is we're taking this Core 4 nutrition and we're starting ourselves on a daily rhythm with it. Every day, just bringing this into our lives. Don't even worry about giving up coffee, giving up, caffeine, giving up alcohol, giving up sugar. We do not want our bodies to go into a state of deprivation. This isn't about like, okay, now you got to do this thing and quit all of your bad habits. So this Core 4 nutrition is something that you would just add in to your life. Just bring it into what you're already doing. After a couple of days, I would say about 5 to 10 days on the Core 4 nutrition, if you are looking to hit a bigger reset button, maybe you're like me and you're like, I want to feel like a superhuman instead of like, I can barely get out of bed and take care of my kids right now. Or I would love to just see how strong I can get. Can I let go of my addiction to coffee? Can I let go of my, take a break from processed foods, take a break from sugar, take a break from alcohol? So what we have the opportunity to do together, and I'm so excited to do this, I haven't done one in a while, is what we call our 10-day transformation, or on the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, this is the accelerated path. So there are several schedules you can follow. I'm just going to talk real quickly about the accelerated one. So the accelerated path looks like this. You get on the Core 4 nutrition, your daily rhythm. You're going to want to do that for, I would say, 5 to 10 days to just get your body in that zone, starting to shift, going alkaline, et cetera, et cetera. At that point, we'll then start our 10-day transformation. The 10-day transformation is taking a 30-day supply of this core nutrition and condensing it down into 10 days. So instead of taking those amino acids once a day, you're going to triple up and take them 3 times a day. Instead of drinking that power shake once a day, you're going to triple up and drink it 3 times a day. Biomedic, you're going to be upping that. There's also, so that's what's going to happen. You're going to double your tart cherry. We're just going to like amp everything up. And when we do this, we also continue to eat. This is not about, again, this is not a cleanse. Anybody here, like I started my cleansing journey when I was 20, got really into like the health industry, like did the master cleanse. And I was just like, this is not like that. This is really about being more nourished than you've ever been nourished. So what we're going to do is you are going to continue eating, but you're going to eat from a list of what we call flex foods. So you're going to flex your program, make it work for you. There's a long list of flex foods. There's a certain list you're going to pull from. If you're pregnant, if you're nursing, we've got a super juicy big list you're going to pull from. If you're wanting to, step into a little bit more of a, like, not extreme, but just a little bit more of a regimen program, we have a smaller list of flex foods for you to pull from. Things like It's going to just basically be, fruits, vegetables. We're going to avoid starch. We're going to avoid things that are acidic, things of that nature. And really with this, it is about flooding the body and feeling so, so, so good. Not about, I know a lot of people, they hear cleanse and they think like, oh, I'm going to be starving. I'm going to be suffering. That is definitely not the intention here. The intention is that you feel very well nourished. It can be challenging to let go of caffeine, to let go of maybe our certain like habits, mentally and physically. Those things can be challenging, which is why we really encourage everybody to not do a 10-day isolated on its own, and to start with the core nutrition and then ease into a 10-day. So we have another thing that also makes this really easy is community support. So once you place your order for whichever package you're going to get, we have a couple options, but once you place your order, you will be added into our private Facebook support group. And in that group, we have recipes, we have food lists, we have yoga videos. We're going to be doing lives throughout the next month. We're going to really be just in that group. You can make a post and say, I want to eat this chocolate bar so much. Help me, send me love. Like, it's just so great to be able to drop in as a community and be in that container together. So another thing that Jessica is saying here, which is so awesome, I'm like reading through the chat, is this is actually going to alleviate some of your needing to like meal prep, to cook, because you're also given a schedule, step by step. Here's what to do. Here's what to take. It's all planned out for you. And it's going to actually eliminate some of your grocery bill as well. So I'm going to talk about the packages here. If you want to get the ultimate lifestyle transformation pack, is the really yummy, juicy pack where you're going to get your full 30 days of core nutrition plus your 10-day transformation in there. And you can do this on an accelerated schedule and do that 30-day. There's also other schedules to follow. If you're a big fan of intermittent fasting, we have an intermittent fasting schedule for you to follow. If you don't want to do any type of like transformation cleanse accelerated, there's a super simple, just daily routine for you to follow as well. So this is very inclusive. There's a schedule to meet everybody's different needs and different paces. But the ultimate lifestyle transformation pack is the pack that, from a monetary standpoint, you get the most amount of product for the lowest price point. So whoever invited you here actually has, so I'm going to get to, I love your questions in the chat. And maybe if there's anybody who's like a leader here who wants to answer some of those questions in the chat, but I'll get to them. And I'm going to wrap up here and then we'll get to some of those questions. So, but yes, I think what I saw, the schedules all come. Your package is going to come with everything you need, your schedules, etc. In the Facebook group, we also have the PDFs all uploaded. So, there's all that info in the group as well. So, woohoo! All right. Whew. Take a little breath here. Beautiful. So I want to just move in real quick and then we can open it up for sharing. If anybody has testimonies to share, if anybody has questions. This package that I'm recommending, which will give you, 30 to 60 days of superfoods, normally that package is $400. I don't know exactly off the top of my head. It's around $415. Also, you want to think about this like a huge chunk of your grocery bill. This is food, this is like shelf stable food. So consider that. The other thing is that whoever invited you here has a gift card code for you to use. So when you go to place your order, whoever shared this with you, reach out to them because they actually have a code. And when you put in their code, you're going to get a huge discount on that pack. Whatever pack you get, you're going to get $50 or a 25% discount. So this ultimate lifestyle transformation pack actually comes all the way down to like $313, which is super amazing for like organic food and all that stuff. So that's that pack. If you are in a place where you're not wanting to get the full ultimate lifestyle transformation pack, you can also go ahead and use their gift card code and join our group, getting yourself just a month supply of that core four. A month supply of that core four, that core nutrition. You can get that. It's like $6 a day. I will easily spend that on like a kombucha and a bag of, like organic barbecue potato chips or something, so to get all of your core nutrition and the biomedic for the gut healing and all that for like $6 a day, it's really incredible. So both of those packs and links to purchase these packs are on our Superfood Social website. So again, our team website has all of the information. We have an ultimate lifestyle transformation landing page with all the info, the links to shop. If you're on Facebook, the info is on our Facebook invite as well, the Community Wellness Transformation. And maybe someone can drop the link to that in the chat if they're able to pull it up, the link to the Community Wellness Transformation Facebook group. Woo! That's all the product info we're going to go over right now. That was like even a little bit, more that I wanted to get into. I want to just talk real quick about the gift cards and their affiliate program and how that works. Because there were people here, there were several people actually already asked this, who was interested in that. Beautiful. So you can have an idea of what that looks like. Everybody here is familiar with affiliate marketing, right? I think most companies now have some type of affiliate marketing program where, Uber, Airbnb, I get like all the time, it's like, share a code with a friend and like you get $5 off your next ride or your next order, or like whatever it may be. So I love those. I think peer-to-peer sharing is genius because it puts money back into the hands of people. And I think paying people is great business rather than paying like giant corporations. So Purium has one of the raddest affiliate marketing programs I've ever found. It is a hybrid program where they've taken affiliate marketing and they have married it with a multi-generational pay plan. We like to refer to this lovingly as new school ethical network marketing. So it's one of the best ways, this type of business model, in my opinion, is like one of the best ways that you can tap into free enterprise. It's accessible to anybody. And right now, so I'll give you just an idea of what it looks like. Your friend, whoever invited you here, whoever brought you here, is going to give you a code and you get a discount off your package. You get a discount off whatever you want to buy. Go get yourself some CBD, get yourself some zeolites, you get a discount. Woo! On the other flip side of that, your friend that shared that gift card code with you, they are going to earn a commission on whatever the dollar amount is that you spend, which is awesome. So rather than you going and buying something from Whole Foods and you giving Whole Foods money, you get to go and buy something from, like Jessica or Stephanie, and like give her some money, which is amazing. So I absolutely love this peer-to-peer sharing business model. Where this gets really amazing is that if you're here because you're actually really inspired to build something big for yourself and you resonated with what I was sharing at the beginning of the call about really being able to shift your financial paradigm and, maybe make a huge difference in your own life and in the world, there is the ability to also develop and create and grow a team with this. Because when you share gift card codes and people buy their products, they might go, hey, I want to get some gift card codes. I totally can think of some people who would love this stuff. And they'll turn around and they'll share with someone. They might share with someone that says, hey, this is amazing. My yoga studio just closed. I would love to be able to hop on some group transformations and support people to get these products into their body. So what happens is we have this ripple effect. And when this ripple effect goes out, you have the ability, Purium is going to honor that you are the person that started that ripple out effect. And they are going to pay you for all of what is coming in through everybody that you are supporting to share as well. So it's kind of like community gardening. You could go out into your backyard, and I've been using this analogy a lot lately because like my seeds are out there sprouting and I'm just like, oh, I wish I had a million garden beds out here. But you could go into your backyard and plant a garden bed, and you, at the end of this summer, would have yourself a harvest based on the work that you were able to do on your own. Or you could join a community garden and you could get 5 or 6 friends together and say, hey, let's all garden together. Let's all learn how to garden together and do this gardening thing together. You'll all take care of your 6 gardening beds, help each other, do the work. Hey, I'll help you plant your seeds. Can you help me weed? Can we do this? We all work together. And then at the end of the summer, how much bigger is that harvest going to be? How much bigger of a different variety of things are we going to get to experience? Because, you were growing watermelons and I was growing squash and you were growing tomatoes and I was growing this, and then we all get to enjoy that harvest together. So if you are looking to, really shift and grow a massive garden, for yourself and your family, definitely reach out to whoever invited you here. In 4 years in this business, I have never seen more massive growth in our company. People are really looking for the solutions that we have, whether it's to work from home or it's to get healthy and boost immunity. People are just seeking out actively what we have. I personally feel so humbled and grateful that in a time where so many people are displaced, I'm having one of the best months I've ever had. I'm having the best month I've ever had in my business. And that is because so many people that I'm supporting are having the best month they've ever had. And what that means is that so many people are getting these superfoods into their bodies and are having life-changing, life-transforming experiences. So it is one of the most holistic, beautiful business models and just community, mission, et cetera, I've ever been a part of. Really happy that I could share all this with you. I know this was a lot, and I want to pause here and definitely hold space for any questions that anybody might have. If anybody wants to hop on and just share their excitement for doing this, or your personal experience, but we'll hold space first for some questions, and you just pop off mute and go for it. And I'm going to look through the chat here a little. It looks like most of the questions here were answered. So I am actually just going to invite real quick, if that is okay, if you're free, Mama. Christina, do you want to share just a couple minutes? I just want to, if you're free. If not, Christina is someone that I met, years ago when I was building my business. Christina and I, for those of you who are a part of the company already and kind of how some of the different ranks work, when you reach a position in our company, which is a leadership position where you start getting paid as a leader, you start getting paid for your work beyond the commissions that, beyond the actual sales that are going, you win a trip. You get to go to Diamond Club, and you get put up in a hotel, you get to tour the facilities, you get to see how everything's manufactured, you get to meet Dave and Amy and spend time with them and do a drum circle with Dave and hang out with Amy, and it's so beautiful. Christina and I were on our Diamond Club trip together, which means we hit Diamond kind of around a similar time. And then we both kept growing our businesses. About a year and a half ago, I took some time off to just take a break, enjoy having my third baby, be in kind of baby mode. And while that was happening, one of my favorite, most beautiful things that I witnessed was seeing Christina rise up in her business and just her organization multiplying, and watching that I can feel through the internet even the shift that's happened in Christina and how she holds herself and carries herself. And it's a testament to the power of this work that we really do get paid to show up and step into transformation in our own lives and to support others to do the same. So Christina, you're such a super mama over there. I know you've got all your little ones with you probably, and but if you're able to just hop on, we would just love to hear your voice and anything you want to share.
Thank you, Ashley. Well, I'm really excited to be here. Ashley's also been such a soul sister on this path, just like feels like that twin diamond. I was always like, oh, we graduated the same class of diamond. So I do have a lot of kid activity in the background, so cut me off if it gets too loud. But yeah, I could not be more grateful for this company, this income stream, this the model of network marketing, the heart-centered frequency of this particular team, and just the style of training that we do. I really think that when we come from our most authentic, most loving, most vulnerable, most even just like willing to make sacrifices, that is what leads to the greatest success. And a really brief version of my story is when I found Purium, my husband and I were in really deep financial stress. Maybe some of you can relate to that. It's only when things improve that you actually start to really see what it was. So it was living on credit cards, living beyond our means, not ever having enough to really thrive. Self-care was definitely not on the front burner, nor like juicy connection in our marriage, not even enough time for our kids, just all of the ways that shows up. We were working on developing a farm that was getting totally overgrown. And I was calling in a quantum leap. I wasn't just looking for a job. I was looking for something major that would be able to help us get back on track with our dream, which is a very common dream of growing food and herbal medicine and being connected with our family, living close to nature, and then being able to turn around and support many, many, many people in their healing journey and their awakening journey and their celebration journey and education, all of that. So it takes money to develop land, and that was a big part of my reason to keep going with Purium. Anytime it got hard or distracting or any of it, I would just come back to, well, I know what I want for my life, and I've literally never found another vehicle that can get me there. If somebody finds something, I'm always open, like, let me know if there's another way, but this has always shown up as the way for me. So I just kept going. And 3.5 years, I've developed a really significant income stream that's brought us to a place of really flourishing as a family, watching our dreams back on track. And it brings me so much joy to be an empowered woman and wife and mother who can then help other women in particular, especially moms, become really financially sovereign. And now I'm done with the dogs barking. So thanks, Ashley, for having me on. And I'm just so excited for anybody who's just like on that place of about to jump in, because it's such an exciting place to be. And I remember it. And congratulations for even just coming here to learn more.
Thank you so much, Christina. It's just so beautiful again to witness your journey. And I'm so, so, so happy for you. And I can't wait to join the Blue Diamond Club with you. I'm coming. Yeah, so beautiful. Thank you. We're gonna get to wrapping up this call, but I just want to say, if any of this speaks out to you, please know that there is so much support here. And if you're resonating with Christina's story or resonating with my story, and you're here saying, I would love to make that quantum leap as well, it really is just going out there and doing it. This honestly is a very simple, simple business model that we have. We have this amazing community, we have this amazing business, and we have these amazing products. It's just finding people, asking questions, being curious to know who you might know that's looking for this, or who you might know that they know that's looking for this, and just being willing to have conversations and start conversations. So that's what I witnessed Christina doing. Christina got to where she is through just showing up and doing it every day. If you show up and do the thing every day, you'll be successful. But a lot of times when we get into these spaces, and this goes with health or wealth, right? You're like, okay, I drank my green drink for like 2 or 3 days, and then, ooh, I totally fell off of it. Now I'm going to get back to it like a month later. You can stay in that perpetual, like always restarting forever. So if you're here and you're like, I want to make that quantum leap, I would just encourage you to make a commitment to yourself for the next 90 days. whether that's to take these products for the next 90 days, whether that's to get focused on your, your community and your business for the next 90 days. But we all have the power to shift from where we are to where we want to be. And all it takes is just making a decision and being willing to stick to that decision every day, no matter what. And so we do a lot of, training and support around this in our community. This is just a little sneak preview of us holding you all as capable. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We're going to wrap up this call now. Really excited for this group transformation. If you have questions, please reach out to whoever invited you here. There's tons of info out there to support you. And yeah, excited to transform and see the community garden grow. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday, everybody. Aloha. Thank you for being here.